What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys step by step a full tutorial of how you guys can set up and create your own retargeting ad campaigns for Facebook. So some of you may be asking, what are retargeting ads and why are they even important? So a retargeting ad is just any ad that is being shown to somebody who is already familiar with that business, somebody who already engaged with them or something like that. So if you've ever been on Instagram or Facebook and you interact with somebody, you may like one thing, or you may follow somebody and then now you see their ads all over the place. You are being retargeted by that person. They are retargeting you. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do that same exact thing. And the reason why retargeting is so important is because 93% of the people who first see your ad are not going to take the action that you want. So that means if you're running ads for leads, if you're running ads for sales, 93% of the people are not going to buy. They're not going to opt in the first time they see your ad. So do you let all those people go? No, you can't just let all those people go. You retarget them so you can get those sales later on in the back end instead of just letting those sales go down the drain, which is what about 85 to 90% of people who run ads do. A lot of times when I work with clients, they're not even running any retargeting ads at all. So enough chatter, let's hop into the video. But before we get into that, if you're a coach, consultant, or service provider and you've been running Facebook ads for your business and you want to take your ads to the next level, make sure you click the link in the description and schedule your free ad supercharge session with us. We will go through your entire ad account and point out the 3 biggest mistakes that are costing you thousands of dollars, plus we'll show you how to fix it. And it's a free session. So if you don't schedule fast, all the spots will be booked up. Okay, now let's get into the video.
So let's get straight into it, right? So what you're gonna wanna do, first of all, we are in one of our mini demo accounts. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is click this green create button right here so you can create your campaign. So once you do that, you're going to be brought to this section right here where it's going to say choose a campaign objective. So you can choose the objectives between awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, ad promotion, and sales. So I know a lot of people are going to say, a lot of people who run ads are going to say, you're going to want to do conversions for your Facebook ads, retargeting campaigns. What I will say is we have had a lot of success using the conversions for our retargeting campaigns, but we have also seen a lot of success using a reach campaign as well. So to do that, you would select an awareness campaign, and then inside of that awareness campaign, you can select for it to be optimized for reach. And the reason why reach is so effective is because inside of our retargeting ads, the audience that we're showing it to is all of our warm audience, and a reach campaign is going to make sure that it shows it to the most amount of people inside of our warm audience as possible. So later on in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create your custom audiences full of your warm audience so you can target them with your retargeting ads. So for the purpose of this video, let's just select sales and let's make it a conversions campaign, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna hit continue. So what's super important before you even do anything inside of your campaign, before you get to your targeting, before you set the budget, the one thing that's super important that a lot of people don't actually do is actually just naming your campaign. And you're going to appreciate naming your campaign more when you have more campaigns going, more ad sets going, and you can actually just see from the dashboard what is what just by the name of it. Because if you don't have it named, you're not going to be able to know what is what unless you actually hit the edit button and go inside, and that just takes longer and it's super unnecessary. So what I like to do for the campaign, I like to just name it what we're actually doing. So if we're doing a lead magnet and we want leads, lead magnet leads, retargeting. And you can put the date if you want, just something simple so you understand that this is a retargeting campaign and you know what it is. And you're going to want to always make sure that your retargeting campaigns is separate from your prospecting campaigns or your campaigns that are going to cold traffic, because understand that your retargeting ads, your retargeting campaigns, these ads are going to be going to people who are in your warm audience. These are people who engaged with you before. These are people who are familiar with you. They know what you have to offer, and they may actually even want to buy. So if we go and look down here, we have special ad categories. So unless you're credit, employment, housing, or social issues, you're not going to have to select that your ad is in one of these special ad categories. Sometimes if your ads keep getting rejected for whatever reason, you may have to put your ad inside of one of these special ad categories. But if you've never gotten anything like that, just disregard that. You're not going to have to use special ad categories unless you are one of these. So buying type, you're going to leave that alone. Campaign objective. So we selected sales. We don't have a catalog. We're going to leave the A/B test alone. Advantage campaign budget optimization. For right now, we're going to leave this off. But it is more so beneficial when you are scaling your campaigns and you're trying to increase the spend. So right now, we're going to be doing ad set budget optimization instead of campaign budget optimization. So what this is right here, which is just letting the budget get sent from the campaign level and then it automatically distributes the budget in between the ad sets based on what is going to convert better and which they can get for the lowest price and things like that. So when you're doing it through the ad set budget, which we're going to do, is you're selecting that whatever audience you select in your ad set is going to get whatever budget you decide, no matter what. So this is very good to do ad set budget optimization when you're testing, because this makes sure that each ad set gets the same amount of spend, so you know that that variable is being constant. So the next section is the ad set level right here. And let's see, we also always want to name our ad sets level, our ad sets also, so always want to name the campaign level, the ad set level, and you always want to name the ad level. So what we usually would name our ad sets is the audience that we're targeting. But since iOS 14 and things like that, we are going to be grouping multiple custom audiences, our warm audiences, into the ad sets. So we're just going to name this warm audience. And the conversion location is going to be a website for this example. If you have an app or website and app or messenger or WhatsApp or whatever you have, you can select that right here. I'm going to select the pixel. Then you're just going to select conversion event. Let's see. So for the conversion event, let's just select purchase, but you're going to select whatever the event is for you, for your objective. For dynamic creatives, you can select that to be on, but initially I like to leave it off just so I can keep everything constant when I'm testing. So dynamic creative, provide creative elements such as images and headlines and will automatically generate combinations optimized for your audience. Variations may include different formats, templates, or audio based on one or more elements. So I have utilized and tested this before, but like I said, I don't use it initially. I like to leave things as they are at first just to get the initial data. And then once I know things are working, once I know I have some creatives that are going to work, once I have headlines that are going to work, then I might be able to play around with something like the dynamic creative. So going down to your daily budget for your ad set. So a lot of people always ask, what should your budget be? So your budget should be 2 times your cost per acquisition for whatever you're selling, right? So let's say you're selling something and it costs $20, right? Or your goal is to get a purchase for only spending $20, right? So then you need to be spending at least $40 per day for at least 3 to 5 days for your testing. So that's how you can kind of come up with a baseline number for how much you should be spending on your testing. So about 2 times your cost per acquisition. So if you don't know it, like say you're new to running ads, you don't necessarily know your number, just go with what your target is, like what you want your target cost per acquisition to be, and make sure it's somewhat realistic so you can have good enough numbers to actually test with. Start date, so you can you can select which day you want your ad to start. You can select the start and end date as well, or you can just let it keep running and you can just turn it on and off as you see fit, which is what I usually do. So here are the audiences, and I'm going to be showing you guys in a little bit which audiences to create, how to create those audiences, so you can target your warm audiences with your retargeting campaign. Here is the location. So whatever country you are in, or whatever country that you sell to. So let's say you're in the United States, but you ship to Canada, you ship to Australia, or you're a coach and you want to work with people in the UK, or you want to work with people in Sweden or wherever, then you're just going to select the locations that you actually want to target. But remember, these are your warm audience. So if you don't have people in those locations, then you're just going to be selecting it for no reason. So if all of your people are in the United States, all of the people who engage with you are in the United States, then keep your location of the United States. And the same thing for wherever country you are from. The age, you're going to want to keep this stuff constant, gender, and detailed targeting. You're not going to want to play with this stuff at all, because you're going to be using your custom audiences, and Facebook is going to be getting the information from there. Okay, so we are here in your audiences now. So from where we were before, you're going to want to just hit the X button out of that campaign. Don't worry, all of your stuff is going to save. And what you're going to want to do is hit the 3 lines right here, all tools. And then it'll either be here for you like it is for me, audiences, or it'll be down here, audiences. So now that you're in here, here are the custom audiences that we're going to make, that you're going to want to have for your warm audience. And we're going to be, so I have some of them here, but I'm still going to be walking you through how you can make all of them so you know how to do it for yourself. So one of the first audiences that I like to create is Instagram engagers, right? So what we're going to do is click this blue create audience button, and then we're going to select custom audience, and then we're going to go and select Instagram account. So I already have this done, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when you open it. I'm going to select Instagram account, and then your source is going to be your Instagram account. So if your Instagram and Facebook account is not already connected, you're going to want to do that. You're going to select your Instagram account, and there are different events that you can select with it. So you can select everyone who engaged with this professional account, includes people who visited this profile or took an action on this post or ad, such as likes, comments, saves, carousel swipes, button taps, or shares. Anyone who visited this professional account's profile. This includes anyone who visited his Instagram professional account's profile, regardless of the action they took. So even if they didn't like anything that you have, even if they just scrolled past, you can still retarget them this way. People who engage with any post or ad, includes people who took an action on this post or ad, such as likes, comments, saves, carousel swipes, button taps, or shares. People who sent a message to this professional account. This includes only the people who sent a message to this Instagram professional account. People who saved any post or ad. This includes only the people who saved the post or ad from this Instagram professional account, either on this professional account's profile or in their own feed. So these are all the different targeting selections you can select for how or what level of engagement that people are showing on your Instagram account. So this is super cool, and a lot of people who are advertising on Facebook don't even know that you can do this. So a lot of times I speak with a lot of people and they tell me, oh my goodness, all I did was look at somebody's Instagram page. I didn't even like anything. I didn't even comment. And now their ads keep following me. Every time I go from Instagram or every time I go back to Facebook, their ads keep following me all over the place. And that's because they have these targeting options selected. So they're tracking you and they can keep retargeting you. So now you know how to do it, and you can keep doing the same exact thing so you can retarget your customers even better. So for the retention, I like to do 365 days. Just gives you all of the people who engage with your Instagram account for the year. And audience name, I like to name it IG Engagers. And let's put 365 since that's how long we are doing it for. So the next account, or the next audience, I should say, that you are going to want to make is your Facebook page engager. So this is going to be all of the people who engage with your Facebook professional account. So again, we're going to go up here and select create audience. And then we're going to select custom audience. And then what we're going to want to do is go down here to Facebook page. And then I'm going to show you guys what happens when you select next. I already have this audience created. So I'm just going to open mine, Facebook page engagers. And again, so your page, you're going to want to add your Facebook page here. For events, we have the same events or pretty similar events to the Instagram. So people who currently like or follow your page, everyone who engaged with your page, anyone who visited your page, people who engaged with any post or ad, people who clicked any call to action button, people who sent a message to your page, people who saved your page or any post. So those are the different options you can select. I would select everyone who engaged with your page or anyone who visited your page. I would select that for Instagram as well. I don't know if I told you that. Or you can do, I like to do everyone who engaged with your page or anyone who visited your page, but I kind of lean more to everyone who engaged with your page because you're showing more intent if you actually perform an action on my page, but they're both very good. And same thing here for the audience name. We're going to want to name that Facebook page engagers and dash 365 so we know how long. And now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is all website visitors. So now we're going to want to have our warm audience, create our warm audience of all of the people who visited any one of our websites. So for that, what we're going to want to do is this. Hit this blue create audience button one more time. You're going to hit custom audience. But this time, under your sources, you're going to select website. And again, I already have one, so you would hit next, and I'm just going to show you what would pop up. So for your source, you're going to want to select your pixel. Make sure that it's your pixel that's actually active, that is selected, so you can make sure you're getting the actual proper data. So for events, for this specific audience, we're going to select all website visitors. And the retention, we're going to do the maximum, which is 180 days. And so what this means is all of the people who visited our website in the past 180 days are going to be entered into this custom audience. And now we can send them ads because we have them tracked inside of our pixel. So audience name, all website visitors, dash 180. And then you would save this audience. That button would be right here. I already have it. And now another thing that you're going to want to do is, let's say you want to segment people based on a specific website that they visited, right? So instead of just all of your website visitors, let's say you just want to target people who visited an opt-in page, or you want to target people who visited a specific landing page or a specific product page. So what you're going to want to do is this. Hit the blue create audience button, select custom audience. And what you're going to want to do is go to website, and next, I already have it again. So I'm just going to show you guys what comes up. And let's go here again, source pixel. You're going to want to put your pixel in, and the event you're going to want to select is people who visited specific web pages. So now what this means is you're going to paste the URL for the specific web page that you're looking for. And now what this means is only the people who visited this specific web page are going to be pulled into an audience that I can now send them ads to. So this is very helpful so you can segment different ad angles and things like that. So let's say you're a fitness coach and you help people lose weight, but you also help people build muscle. So let's say you want to segment the people who visited the building muscle landing page, and you want to keep them separate from the people who visited the losing weight landing page. So you're a fitness coach who helps people achieve two different things, but you want to keep them separately because you don't talk to those people the same way. They have different pain points and things like that. So you want to keep them separate. And then in the bottom right corner, you would select create audience, and then you would be good to go there. Again, so more custom audiences for us to make is we're going to do all of the events from our pixel. So hit the blue create audience button, then custom audience again. We've been doing this a lot. And then your sources website. So select your pixel, and under events, we're going to go down to where it says from your events. So the events that I have set up on this particular ad account is page view, lead, and schedule. So for you, you may have purchase, you may have initiate checkout, you may have add to cart, you may have view content, you may have a bunch of other ones, right? So you're going to want to make a custom audience of all of these. So I'm going to show you how to do it so you guys can see it. But if you guys have other custom audiences as well, you're going to want to make them. So especially if you have add to cart, initiate checkout, all that kind of stuff, right? So let's make this one. Let's do page view, and let's do 60 days for this one. So audience name, page view dash 60 days. Create audience. And I'm going to create another custom audience and do all of my events. Lead, let's do 60 days. Lead, 60. And one more. Schedules, 60. Schedule dash 60. And again, if you have more events, then you're going to want to make a custom audience for all of your events, all of them. It's very important that you don't skip that step. And one last important custom audience that you're going to have to create is go to create audience, custom audience, and you're going to want to use under meta sources, you're going to want to go to video. Once you're in video, you're going to want to hit next. Choose a content type. So you can select people who viewed at least 3 seconds of your video, people who viewed at least 10 seconds of your video, people who either completed or viewed at least 15 seconds of your video, which they call a through play, people who have watched 25% of your video, people who have watched 50% of your video, people who have watched at 75% of your video, people who have watched at 95% of your video. So I typically like to do people who have watched at 25% of your video, unless your video is like under under like 10 seconds, then I would probably do 75% or 95%. But if your video is 45 seconds to a minute or longer, I would do 25% of your video, and then you can choose your video, and then you can select which video you want to use. So for me, I already have one here. So I'll open this up for you. So this is the video I was using. So this is a video of the people. So this was an ad video that I was running, right? So in this audience, for 21 days, the name of this video ad was called The Exclusive List. So people who will watch 25% of that ad video for the past 21 days are going to be in this audience. So whichever videos you have, so this can be videos from your Facebook page, they can be videos from the ads that you've ran, videos from Instagram, whatever the case may be, you're going to want to add those in, and then you're going to want to update the audience or create the audience, and then you'll be good to go as far as your custom audiences, and then we can go into the next section. Okay, so now that all of your audiences are ready to go, let's hop back into the retargeting ad campaign setup and input all of these new audiences that we just made. So we're going to hit those 3 lines, all tools, and then go back to Ads Manager. And then we're going to head right back into the campaign that we were working on before. So like we said before, when we're talking about audiences, that's always going to be in the ad set level. So let's go ahead and go to the ad set level, warm audience, and let's go all the way down until we get to audiences. So remember how I told you guys earlier in the video, we're going to be leaving this stuff alone, the age, gender, detailed targeting. I'm going to be leaving that stuff alone for the retargeting ads. And what we're going to do is go to custom audiences. So now we're going to be inputting all of these custom audiences that we made of our warm audiences, so we can now go ahead and target them. So we just made one for the people who scheduled with us, right? So we're going to add that. We're going to add the leads. Those are one we just made. We're going to add the page view. That's another event we just made. And again, like I told you guys before, if you guys have more events, if you guys have add to cart, if you guys have initiate checkouts, if you guys have view content, you're going to add all of those as well. I just don't have those in this specific ad account, so I don't have them to add here. And in previous, like before iOS 14, we were able to just add one individual custom audience and test them individual, like one per ad set. But ever since the iOS 14 and tracking has been all messed up, we found that results have been better when we put all of our warm audiences into one ad set and target them that way. We've seen much better results doing that post iOS 14. So continuing, here we go, our opt-in page visitors, right? So the people who visited specific web pages, we want those people in right here. People who watched our videos, we want to add those people also. All website visitors, people who were on our website, we want to add those people. People who engage with our Instagram account, we want to add those people. People who engage with our Facebook page, we want to include those people as well. So we now have all of our warm audiences. And again, if you have more warm audiences, then add them. If you have less, that's okay too. Add all of your warm audiences in here. And again, like I said, you're going to want to leave this stuff as it is. For placements, I would definitely just select Advantage Plus placements and let the Facebook algorithm select the best placements for your ads. Once you get more data on your ads and you see which placements perform the best for you, you can kind of go into manual placements. But for now, I would definitely leave that alone and just go to Advantage Plus placements, because Facebook is smarter than us. They know their platform better than we know it. So now we're going into the ad level. I like to always name the ad the name of my video, so I'm not going to be having a video in here. This is just an example, but let's just say this ad video is called Video 1. So what you're going to want to do is either under ad setup, you're either going to select create ad, or you can use an existing post. So if you already have an ad that's already running, or if you posted something on Facebook and you want to use that as an ad, you can select use existing posts, and then you can go and select all the posts that you may have up here. So this is my Facebook page, and this is all the stuff that I would be able to select if I wanted to. But for this one, let's just go to create ad and creative source. So choose how you'd like to provide the media for your ad, manual upload, single image or video, or you can select a carousel, or you can select a collection. So if you have multiple images, or if you have multiple videos that you want to show at one time, then you can select a carousel. And same thing for a collection, so a group of items that opens into a full screen mobile experience. If you have that, then you can select that as well. So for the ad creatives, what you're going to do is select add media, and you can add your image or add your video. Those are all of those runs right here, and you can upload the ones that you don't have inside of your library yet. So what kind of ad images or ad videos do you want to make? for a retargeting campaign. So I would recommend recording videos. And for a retargeting campaign, it's important to remember that these people already know you, they're familiar with what you do. So they most likely just have objections that they need to overcome before they decide to work with you or before they decide to buy from you. So in your retargeting ads, I highly recommend that you spend a lot of time overcoming the objections that a lot of people or a lot of your ideal clients are going to have. So let's say I'm a fitness coach, right? And I help people lose 15 pounds in 15 days, but people don't want to diet, right? So an objection I can make in my ad is I can be like, oh, do you want to lose 15 pounds in 15 days without dieting? Or do you want to lose 15 pounds in 50 days without giving up the food that you love? And things of that nature. And I'm just going to call out all of their objections and then overcome all of them, crush all of their objections to show them that there's no logical reason why they shouldn't be doing business with me or why they shouldn't be purchasing from me. So another one, let's say I'm a skincare brand and I've been showing a lot of ads about my new serum or whatever the case may be. But an objection is someone may think that I use harmful chemicals in my product. So in my retargeting ad, I can say we have all natural products, chemical free, never tested on any animals or anything or stuff like that, just to overcome the objective to my prospect to position myself in the best way possible. So those are the type of images or videos that you're going to want to make. I recommend videos. And for your ad copy, it's important to remember that these people already know you. So yeah, you can still do long copy if you want, but you can also take advantage of using shorter copy here sometimes because people already know you, they're familiar with you, so you don't necessarily have to explain yourself over and over or reintroduce yourself. But a simple ad copy formula that I like to use, people have been using it for years, is just called PAS, P-A-S. So it's just, you're going to call out the pain and you're going to agitate the pain and then you're going to provide the solution for them. So whatever the pain is, so are you struggling with losing weight? Do you want to lose more weight so you can be more flexible, be more active? And then for agitation, right? So how can I agitate that pain point of losing weight? Are you tired of every time you buy new clothes, you have to buy bigger sizes? Are you tired of not being able to fit into that old dress you used to be able to wear? Are you tired of looking in a mirror and not seeing the person that's in the reflection, right? So now we're agitating, and a solution is click the link below and join my 6-week coaching bootcamp that will help you lose 15 pounds in 50 days without giving up the food you love or going on any crazy diets, right? Something like that. So that's something I just thought of off the top of my head that you guys can use, right? That framework, that PAS framework. And for a headline, right? So a headline is very important. It's going to be something that is going to get your prospects' attention. So I always like to speak to the desire of what they actually want the most. So for the headline, let's go with that fitness example, right? So for the headline, I would say something like lose 15 pounds in 15 days. Something that I know that my ideal prospects are going to want, something that I know I can deliver. And call to action, you can choose from no button, get offer, get quote, learn more, listen now, order now, play game, request time, see menu, shop now, sign up, subscribe, watch more, get show times, apply now, book now, buy tickets, contact us, donate now, and download. I usually like to use learn more, but you can use the call to action that you think is going to work best for you. And your website URL, of course, you're going to want to provide the link. So when people click your actual ad, this is going to be the link that they're taken to, whether this be your product page, whether this be your opt-in page, or whatever the case may be. You can add a display link here, but that's optional. You don't have to do it. If you want, you can add a call extension. If you're like a local business or something and you want people to call you, you can actually add your call extension there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this ad campaign setup. And once you guys completed all of this, you would hit this green publish button. Facebook would review your ads. And then after they review your ads and they say they're good to go, your ads will start running.
So there you guys have it. That is how you guys set up a retargeting Facebook ad campaign from start to finish. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. And if you're a coach, consultant, or service provider and you're running ads for your business and you really want to take your ads to the next level, then you really need to click the link in the description and schedule your free ad supercharge session with me. So I will go through your entire ad account, point out the 3 biggest things that are costing you thousands of dollars, and I'll show you how you can fix them for absolutely free. Okay guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.